Hey, what's up guys? So Apple released iOS 14 developer beta on 22nd of June and we have installed it on our iPhone 7. So we will have a look on what all new features work on iPhone 7 and how does iPhone 7 perform on iOS 14 developer beta. This is the biggest update Apple has rolled out in years, and with this update Apple has introduced many new features like the widgets. The size of the update is 4.2 GB and it took almost 1.5 hours as the phone was stuck on preparing update for almost an hour. So as you can see, this iPhone is running on iOS 14. So now we will check out the new features. First one is the widget panel. You can access it by swiping to the right from the first home page. By long pressing the widgets, you can add these widgets to your home screen or edit their settings. Currently widgets are available for stock Apple apps only. Later on, widgets of third-party apps will also be supported. You can add widgets to your home screen by going to Edit Home Screen option and clicking on the plus button on the right side. These are some of the widgets available in the options, and you can change the layout of your widgets, whether you want a square one or a bigger rectangle one. You can also move the widgets, but sadly you can't set them anywhere like you can on Android phones. You can't move the widget to the center of the screen. It can be placed only on the sides, so it's still restricted in a very iPhone way. You can add widgets on top of each other to create your own widget stack, and you can access the widgets by swiping up and down. You can open the required app from widgets, and if you want to arrange the sequence of the stack, you can do it by going to the Edit Home Screen option and then clicking the widgets. Once it gets opened, you can move the widgets to change the sequence by swiping up and down from the right side. You can also add a smart stack, which is basically a stack of some common widgets based on predictions of your usage. And even in the smart stack, you can delete or move the unwanted widgets if you want, so that's a good feature. One feature which Apple should have introduced years ago is the picture-in-picture mode, and finally with iOS 14 it's available now. So while watching videos, you just need to press the home button and the screen will shrink into a small window on your home screen. You can move the screen, you can adjust the size of the window, you can also swipe it to the corner to hide the video, and the audio keeps playing in the background. And with this you can continue doing whatever you want behind the picture-in-picture screen. So this is an interesting feature. For now, it's restricted to some stock apps only, but later on many apps will be supported. And now finally, you get the app library on your last page, which is basically a big list of all your apps organized based on their category. By swiping down, you can see all your apps in alphabetical order, so finding your apps will be much easier now. And you also get the older swipe from anywhere option for searching apps or fetch search results from the internet. And since you have an app library now, you can hide pages of your home screen. For that, just click the three dots and uncheck the page you want to hide, and now the entire page of unwanted apps is hidden from your home screen. Some new wallpapers have also been added which work with night mode. You can also choose wallpapers for your CarPlay screen as well. One of the biggest improvement is now the call screen doesn't take up your whole screen. It just gives you a pop-up notification. You can swipe it up and continue doing your work, or tap on the top area to see the call screen, just like we had on older iOS versions. Even Siri doesn't take over the whole screen now. There's a new Siri animation on the bottom of the screen. You can ask her a question and the answer pops up on the top area of the screen. You can click on the pop-up answer to know more about it. One new feature added to the maps is the location of EV charging stations. You can search for charging stations nearby, and this one is really useful as the world is moving to electric cars now. Not much has changed in the control center. You still have the old options like night mode and all, but some shortcuts like sound recognition have been added. You can pin up to 9 conversations on the message screen, create groups and add photos or memojis as display picture. You can use mentions and get notified only when someone has mentioned you in their conversation. Some new memojis and editing options like 20 new hair and headwear styles have also been added. You can also add face coverings like mask. There's a new built-in translation app as well, and it supports up to 11 languages for now. Maybe regional languages will be added later on. One helpful feature added is the sound recognition, which might be useful for people with hearing issues, as the phone will notify you whenever the mic picks up an important sound like baby crying or doorbell. You can turn on the required options from here. Now talking about the performance, the phone works smoothly on iOS 14 the gaming performance has not been affected, it's still the same. So if you are a gamer and confused whether you should update your iPhone to iOS 14, then there is no issue in performance, but the battery life has been affected slightly. Social media apps like Snapchat and Instagram works flawlessly. There isn't any lag or anything. The filters load quickly without any issue. I haven't noted any major bug till now. Even Instagram works without any issue. There's no lag or frame drop while scrolling. And one of the best security feature added to iOS 14 is that when any app is trying to access the microphone or camera, the green dot appears on the top for camera access and yellow for microphone. So now no app can spy on you without your permission. So that was all about iOS 14. And if you want to install it, I would suggest you to install iOS 14 only if you are a casual phone user and you don't use banking apps much, as this is still a beta OS and maybe having some security flaws. Performance wise, iPhone 7 works flawlessly on iOS 14 and you won't notice any slowdown, but the only issue is the battery backup. It has been affected slightly. Maybe it will be solved in future updates or before the final public release of iOS 14 in September. If you enjoyed the video, do hit the like button. Also don't forget to click the subscribe button and press the bell icon to get updates on our new video uploads. Also follow me on Instagram on techbuzz.insta page and techbuzz Facebook page. We will be back with another video soon. Till then, stay tuned.